Hey everybody, this is Jack Hammer. Just wanted to come on today and take a look at Mac Jones. Show you guys a little bit of why I think he's the top prospect that's going to be headed into the draft as far as quarterbacks. What we're going to look at today is actually his game from 2019 versus Auburn. Now, this is actually his third career start at the NCAA level, but only his second start in the SEC. Uh, so one of the things I like about this game is that we don't see the Mac Jones that we saw in 2020. In 2020, uh, you can see the growth when you watch his film in 2020 compared to 2019. This is a guy who's just barely getting started, and you can see by the way that the game is called early on that he's young and raw. But as we go through this, you're going to see some really good plays. You're going to see some bad plays. It's a little bit more of a mixed bag than what you saw in 2020, but it really helps you appreciate what you see, the growth from this start to what we saw throughout the majority of this past season. So let's go ahead and we'll roll through it. And if you guys have any questions, I'll take a look at those at the end and we'll go from there. So I'm also going to be fast forwarding through a majority of the running plays. There's quite a bit of Najee Harris, especially early on in this game, as they're getting him going, getting the game rolling. So they start off with a run. First couple of plays are going to be run plays, actually. Nice run plays from Alabama against Auburn here. Run up the middle for a first down. And now it's going to be 1st and 10. And they're going to just go with a quick little easy throw out here on a wide receiver screen. Again, this is something that we see the 49ers with Kyle Shanahan run. From time to time, they like to do this kind of stuff with Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk both. It's an easy throw for the first pass of the game. Get them set, and they're going to come back here on 2nd and short with a little throwback screen to the running back to Harris. So play action, roll out to the right just a little bit and throw it back. On this one, I'll slow it down a little bit. It's fine from the quarterback. This one gets he does a good job of getting an air under it and get it to him. They just don't have the blocking set up, and that leaves Harris one-on-one with the corner, and he's not able to make the play. So they're able to stop him short. So we get 3rd and 2. There's going to be a defense penalty here. I'm not sure. It doesn't show what the call is, but it might be too many men on the field because they stop the play before it starts, and there's nobody jumping or anything. So might be too many men on the field. So anyway, they get the first down. Off to a good start for Bama. It's going to be 1st and 10. Going to come out here now. It's they've already run the ball a few times to start the game, a couple times. Big run by Harris here. Great blocking. Nobody's even around him, and he's able to explode upfield for a really nice gain. So at this point right now, you're looking at an offense that looks very similar to a 49er Kyle Shanahan offense. Establishing the run, a couple of easy throws, getting the quarterback started, and play action, deep curl, and the receiver makes the play from there for a touchdown. But if we go back and look at this is a Kyle Shanahan special. This is something that one of the things that I've noticed in watching Alabama between 2019 and 2020 with Steve Sarkisian as their offense coordinators. They run a lot of similar concepts to the 49ers with Kyle Shanahan, except for they're just doing it out of the pistol formation. They're not having them under center as much. But this is a route that when you watch the 49ers at all, you see this route almost on a weekly basis at some point in the game. So it's just going to be play action, read the safety, pick the side, and he's throwing this ball now. The receiver hasn't even broke, but he gets it out. Perfectly placed ball, really good timing on that. There's nobody in his face, so it's a little bit of an easier throw because there's nobody in the pocket, but just the timing and accuracy on the throw, and this is something that you could easily see him doing if he was in a 49er uniform next year. So let's watch it again from the end zone. Play action. He's holding the safety in the middle of the field. Comes off and throws the ball on time. Hits the receiver between the ones, and the receiver does the rest and makes the play and gets a touchdown. So this one actually gets called back. There's a penalty on Alabama, so it sets them up with 1st and 20, and they're going to go back to to the money guy, which is Najee Harris here. And let's watch this run. This is a really nice one. Gets off down the sideline. He's going to hurdle over the defender. Picks up another couple of yards. So if there was some way for the 49ers to pick a guy up like this late in the draft, to be in the first round, it'd be fantastic. They really need a running back that they can know that's going to be in there down in and down out. That's why I'd like to see him become a member of the 49ers. Probably won't happen, but it's still really nice. So let's see what they're going to do here. Looks like they're going to go empty. And they're going to run a little fade. They're going to use Harris to try to keep the corner here, to keep him sitting, and they're going to try to throw it over the top. He has him, and just underthrows the ball just a little bit. So it's a bad throw. It's a easy read, easy play. Not really asking him to do a whole lot. Get the ball down the field. He just underthrows it just a little bit here. Just got to get that ball out in front of him. So he's had a couple of easy throws. That one's the first one where we've seen him really go downfield after the, other than the curl. The first one we've actually seen him go down the field deep, just a little underthrown. Then they run the ball here, and then they're going to come. They lose a yard, so it's going to be 3rd and 11. Auburn does a really good job of covering up the receivers early on in this game, and you see that here. He's going to go. Jones is going to go to the right. The guys, both these receivers on the left side are well covered. They're not open. He's actually going to work his way to he's going to be working the right side of the field, the boundary side, where he's got the tight end on a quick out. And that's where he's going to choose to go because it looks like it's open right here. Ball gets batted down. Even if he gets that ball to the tight end, it doesn't look like it's going to be a first down. So, good job by Auburn to limit what Alabama's able to do here to keep them from being able to get either of these two guys down here open. Really good coverage down there and on the top too. So tight coverage. They end up having to settle for a field goal here. You can see it get knocked down again. So got it from the end zone view. Just not able to pass rush, just sitting right in the lane and knocks the ball down. So they get the field goal, first drive. Second possession, now they're going to start off 1st and 10. Again with Harris on first down. Really trying to establish the run, try to make it easy on Jones here in young guy, second start, big rivalry game. It doesn't really get much bigger than the Iron Bowl if you're in the South. So nice run there by Harris. It sets up 2nd and 7. And then they're going to come out here. This is a 49er concept again, where they try to run like a little, like a jet motion, but with a swing to the receiver. Not really a whole lot of reading there, and it's covered downfield, and the safety does a fantastic job of coming up and making the play. So, so far we've only had really a need for Jones to make one play. We're going to look at 3rd and 10. He gets to his drop and he has some pressure, steps up, and he's going to be able to scramble out. He's got some sneaky athleticism to him. He's definitely not going to be, and you're going to see this as we go through. He's nowhere near Zach Wilson or some of these other guys when it comes to their ability to escape. But he doesn't do it. He's not a statue at the same time. He does have some mobility, and he's able to step up here. He gets to the top of his drop. Tackle's going to get beat. Let's just slow it down just a little bit. Tackle's beat. He steps up. He's got another guy in his face, so he moves. The only thing you want to see right here is he tries to be the tough guy and take these guys on. He's fighting for the first down. Would rather see him dive forward and maybe stick his arm out to try to get that, but instead he lowers his shoulder into the defenders. He's the first one up. The guy that was chasing him that nobody hit was actually the one that was injured on the play. So, nice play by Jones. Though what I really like though on this, if we go back, is the fact that when he gets to the top of his drop, he's actually stepping up into the pocket. He is kind of moving pretty quick. But I like the fact that he's going forward, because with all the pressure, typically if you're a quarterback, your tackles are taught to drive around you. And so your safest place for you to go is up into the pocket, not out and around. A lot of times that's where you could get into trouble. And so when you watch Jones, a lot of times what you see is he's definitely stepping up. He's not afraid to step up into the pocket. Just what, on this one, he steps out and does a really nice job of getting free, picking up a first down, keeping the drive going. So now we're looking at 1st and 10. I just talked about how good he was as far as getting away from pressure. This time they bring a blitz off the edge, and he's hit almost as soon as he hits the top of his drop. So let's watch this one. Let me slow it down just a little bit for you. He's just barely getting to the top, and he's getting hit. There's not a whole lot. You can't blame that one on the quarterback. You can't expect a quarterback to be able to necessarily avoid everything that's coming their way. Because if you look at this one, it's not even close. He's barely hitting the top, and he's sacked and down. So that one's not on Jones. We're looking at 2nd and 18 now. And they're going to come out and they're going to run a 2nd and 18. You figure you're going to get some pressure. So they're going to throw a little screen to Harris. Again, they're just not able to get it blocked up. The center, Dickerson, gets out there, misses his block, and so Auburn's able to stop it. Again, easy throw though for Jones. Doesn't have to really do a whole lot. The timing there is good. You just get the missed block right there by the center, and that's what blows up the play. Dickerson's got to be able to make that block in open space. And you get an offside, so it's going to leave you a 3rd and 20. Get a false start by 74 here. So now it's 3rd and 20. Auburn knows that you're going to have to throw the ball deep to get to get a shot to pick up the first down. And Bama tries to come out and run this little wheel post concept, is well covered. And Jones sees that, checks down to Harris underneath, and linebacker's able to make a stop, and they get a short gain. It's a good read. It's a good play by Jones. You don't want to see him try to force anything downfield that's not open. Don't put your team in a bad situation, your defense in a bad situation. So, both those guys out there are covered. Good job of checking down. He doesn't really have his body set and square for that throw, but he does a good job of putting it in the proper position, kind of off balance, throwing over to the right side while his body's all facing left. But not a bad throw, not a bad play. 3rd and 20 makes it hard to get. So they end up punting. They get 1st and 20 now. Come out in this little bunch set on the bottom, and they're going to give him a little easy throw. And this one, it looks, when you watch this, you see his head looking left the whole way. And that makes sense when you watch, considering the formation. You got the bunch over here, so all the action's going to be on the left side. There's really no reason for him to look anywhere else. He's got to see how this bunch is breaking up, where he's going to go. 6 breaks free quick on the out. He hits him. Quick little gain of 6 to get out of get the drive started. Just bang, bang. So now we're looking at 2nd and 4. Going to run the ball with Harris up the middle for a gain of 5. Just a little quick little trap play. Again, this is something we saw the 49ers run a lot with Garoppolo last year. Little swing screen out to the right. You saw them do this a lot with Deebo Samuel last year, and a couple other, and maybe even Ayuk a little bit, but mostly with Samuel. They'd run a little play action. They'd throw the screen. Eventually, they'd have some stuff that comes off it as well. So this is something that you could see from him in a Cal Shanahan offense. Again, not a hard play, not anything. There's nothing at all difficult about that, other than just making sure the ball's in a catchable position, which 9 times out of 10 with Mac Jones, it's going to be in a good spot. It is there. Makes an easy throw look even easier. There was a defensive penalty there that Alabama accepts, so it's 1st and 5. Let's see what happens here. Play action, drop back. He's got some pressure quick. He starts to try to step up. He gets tripped up and down. You know, it's quick pressure off the edge on the left side over here. You know, he's having to step up. There's nothing open at that point. It's coming too quick off the edge. It's going to come right around here around 70. You know, the play action hits his drop. As soon as he hits his last step, he's got pressure. He's got a step. He's got his eyes downfield until he kind of gets tripped and he starts to fall. Then they come down. So you like to see that. You like to see that if the quarterback is stepping up into the pocket like he's supposed to, that he's got his eyes downfield. You can see right here. You can see right there that Jones, his eyes are still looking downfield. He's got his both hands on the ball, so he's getting almost like he's in a throwing position, but he's been tripped. And at that point, he just dives forward, saves a sack. He gets a yard. So instead of it actually being a sack, they gain a yard. So now it's going to be 2nd and 4. And they're going to come out here and they're going to run the ball to the left. Really nice gain, really nice run by Harris. Let's watch this from the end zone just to kind of watch it. Nice little zone, finds the hole, quick cut up the field. Again, this is something if Harris was in the front air system, you could see him running the ball just like that. Same exact kind of concept. There's just so much similarity between these two. There's the little forward pass that the front airs run with Brandon Ayuk a couple of times and some others. This time they use it to set up the reverse. Not a big gain, only get 4. So they're going to set themselves up with 2nd and 6. Or 2nd and 7, excuse me, so they gain 3. So they're going to come out here. On this one, you're going to see play action, and it's going to be a slant to the middle of the field, and it's just a bad throw by Jones. He just doesn't get the ball where it needs to be. Let's slow it down so you can see it. This is a bang play action throw. He sees the defense. He knows he's going to have one-on-one coverage with number 6, with Harris. That's where he wants to go. He's got him. He's throwing the ball now, even though it looks like he's covered, but he's open. He just leads him too far. You know, it's a really smart processing by the quarterback, but the execution on the back end isn't there at the point. So, you know, again, 3rd career start, 2nd in the SEC. He's seen everything. You got to like what you're seeing. If you're Sarkisian, you're seeing your quarterbacks making the reads and he knows where to go. He just, misses the throw on that one. So let it keep rolling. This time you come back to it. Without the play action, they're going to go to the boundary side. Again, well covered, but he hits it. The receiver's put himself in a good position there, and he's able to stick it in his chest. Sets him up a 4th and 1. They're going to go Wildcat. This is Jones down here at receiver. Telling him to throw him the ball. That would have been great. But Alabama gets the first down. So it's going to give them a 1st and 10. I'm going to fast forward through this next one. It's going to be a toss out to the left. They're going to toss the ball to Harris. Just does a really good job fighting for 5 yards. It's not really, doesn't look like it's there at the beginning. So now we're looking at 2nd and 5. Quick play fake. He's looking down here to the right. They're actually going to be trying to hit a shot play down here where they've got this guy running him off with the wheel route underneath him. It's well covered. So Jones checks it down to the check down receiver number 4. Really nice job. He checks deep, covered. He knows right where to go with the ball. Doesn't hesitate. Gets it out to him, and they're able to pick up the 1st down. You see that? You'll be able to see it from the end zone. Snap, play action, head downfield. It's covered. Check down, wide open. Hits him in good placement. Easy throw. Makes the easy throws look easy. And they're able to get upfield for a 1st down. Now we got 1st and 10 at the 18. It's going to be a run. I'm going to fast forward through this one. Okay, so now we're at 2nd and 8. This is an interesting play. You're going to see the ball go out to the left to number 24. He's the running back. Let's just roll it. Again, this isn't really an easy throw. It's a short throw, but it's a technical throw because it's got to be on the money, and you want to try to lead him up. You don't want to stop him. You want to be able to let him keep his momentum going. So that's what I really like about this throw with Jones, is that in most of his throws is he puts the ball where it needs to be and gives his guys a chance to make a play after the catch. And that's what we see here. Now this is really a screen without the lineman. As you watch this one, the tight end and the receiver, they're running inside, and the reason all that they're doing is trying to get these guys out of the way to open up this flat. The corner's following them inside a little bit. You can see the tight end already looking to block. This receiver doesn't really ever look. So this is a super easy throw for the quarterback. I mean, he's not having to read. This is a simple play call that's really dialed up for him by the coach. And you see this all the time, even with the 49ers with certain plays that they run. But what I like about it is just the fact that they do that, but also the on the back end, his ability to stick the ball right where it needs to be, get upfield, and you get some nice yardage. So now they're 3rd and 1. They're going to run the ball. The next 2 plays are going to pick up the first down here with Harris. And then on the next play, it'll be first and goal from the 6. And Harris is able to break through for a touchdown. So 10-10. Alabama's defense in this game struggled a little bit. As we go through, you'll see the score keep adding up on their side. So they got the touchdown. It's 10-10 now, and they're going to come out and they're going to run the ball here. They're backed up a little bit. Quick run for about 4 yards. They're going to follow that up with another run for a loss of 2. So it sets them up with a 3rd and 8. Now, this is actually going to be, I'm just going to go ahead and roll this through for you, and then I'll break it down, or maybe I'll talk it through since I'll slow-mo it. You're going to get a deep, you got the guy clearing out on the edge and an out by the receiver. This is just a terrible throw by Jones. He does a good job in reading. He sees where he needs to go with the ball. It's just a terrible ball. He overthrows him by a mile. Safety's able to catch it and take it to the house. There's no excuse for it. You can't really say it's what this is what they're running here is a flood concept. They got the guy on the outside running a go route. Then they've got so this guy out here is going to run a go. The guy right here is going to run a deeper out. You're going to get the drag from across the field for the flat route. He makes a good read. It's a good read. It's terrible execution. Oh, sorry. Went back too far. You can see right now, and he sees it, that this guy's starting to break open. And you can see him looking there, and he's getting ready to throw it. You can tell by look how quickly his hands are together, and he's releasing the ball. It's just bad placement. It's a terrible throw. High, sails it, and it's picked off. You can't really give him any kind of credit other than he's throwing to the right spot. It's just a bad throw. Really bad throw. So, as I mentioned, second start in the SEC, comes out, throws this bad pick. and then see how he responds. What you want to do is you want to see how the guy's going to respond if they screw up, right? So Alabama gets a really good return on the kickoff, sets them up deep in Auburn territory. They're on the 37-yard line to open up their next possession, and let's watch what he does. Just drops a dime into Judy, or actually that's going to be Devontae Smith, I believe. Either way, look at where this ball is being thrown. He's just now starting his up route and the up portion of his route, and you can see that the quarterback's starting to throw the ball. Look where he is. He's going to catch the ball down at the 15. Gives him plenty of time to get there. You just don't throw the ball better than this. And having this come off of an interception, this interception here, to come back from that and throw this ball, it's what you like to see. Young guy just making plays, screws up, comes back. Okay, let's go. Let's take it right down the field. Let's go again. Makes a throw, sets up his team with a 1st and goal. Just an absolute perfect ball. Can't put that in there any better. Yeah, as receiver makes a play is good, but that's a throw that you got to see that make a throw like that. There were so many that the 49ers quarterbacks missed like that this year. It's not even funny. So run play here on 1st down, 1st and goal, gains a yard, 2nd and 3. Got him under center. They're going to play action. He's going to roll out to his right. Nobody's open. He just buries it. You like the fact that he's got the ability to move, get out of the pocket like that. It's just nobody's open when he gets there. So they're going to come back. Now you got 3rd and 3 on the goal line. And this is just going to be another one. So guy right in his face, gets the ball out early to the back of the end zone, touchdown. Really high-level quarterback play. You get the ball like this, and you got a guy right in your face in the end zone. This ball's got to come out quick. Big, number 5's right in his face, taking him down, hitting him right in the mouth as he hits the ball, as he throws the ball for a touchdown. It's one of the things that I hear a lot about when you talk about Alabama. Oh, it's so easy because you've got all these weapons, you got all this great protection. Give me a break. Watch this play. Watch the right guard. He gets eaten up by number 5. He's got number 5 in his face after he almost drops the ball. He delivers a perfect strike for a touchdown. So you want to come at me and tell me about how easy it is to play quarterback at Alabama. Watch this film. Watch how many times he's getting hit as he throws the ball. Watch this guy throughout the season, how many times he's getting hit throwing the ball. And he just delivers routinely balls just like that. He's not like I said, he's not an overly athletic guy, but he's going to make the plays for you. There you go. Nice little quick screen out to the left. So this is the next possession. Just bang, bang play for a gain of 5. Gain of 4. So now we got 2nd down. And again, this is a play that you would see him run with the 49ers. 49ers run this play all the time. Drop back, deep curl, gets hit as he throws, hits the receiver right in the money. The rest of it's on the receiver. He makes a good play down the field, gets some help from a block, and he's going to take it to the house for a touchdown. Forget that for a moment. Watch what's happening in the backfield from the quarterback position and how quick what's taking place back there, because they're bringing 5. He gets to the top of his drop. He knows where he wants to go. He's got an unblocked man bearing down on him. This guy's coming around the edge. He's beating the tackle. If he holds this ball, he's not going to get it there. If he waits till this guy gets open, he's not going to get it there because he's going to get sacked. The man still has his back to him. Quarterback's looking. This ball's coming out. He hasn't even turned around yet. He's still got his back to him. He gets hit, drilled, hits the receiver between the numbers. And this is something that you're going to see with the 49ers. This is a route concept that San Francisco with the Kyle Shanahan likes to run. So it's easy to be able to take and see how he projects to the next level with and why he'd be a good fit with the 49ers. Yeah, he's not taking the ball out from under center, per se, but this is a concept from a understanding of what's happening down the field, mental aspect that he's already taken so many times. Number 5 gets him again. Second time number 5 hits him, and the second time it's a touchdown. 5 breaks through and gets there and makes the play. So touchdown, 31-27 now. That was the last play of the first half. So kind of an up and down first half. He started off, some easy throws, picked it up a little bit, had a couple nice ones, had a touchdown that was called back that ended up being a field goal through the pick six. So that was a bad one. I had a bad throw on the slant. That pick six was really the worst one, though. That's the worst that you can do. So we're going to start the third quarter out here. And Harris slips, falls down, so they lose a yard on first down. Second and 11. They go empty. It's going to be a pass. Auburn does a really nice job of covering this up and pretty much doesn't leave him very much downfield. Everybody down the field is open, so he's got to take the underneath route. And Smith is here. He's going to be coming and running that little stop curl in the middle of the field, but he's going to slip, and so the ball's incomplete. Third and 11. This one, he's going to end up bailing out to the right side and just throwing this ball away. The only question I have on this one is the fact that the whole play is designed to go to the right. The hard part is that all the brush is coming from there because that's where the blitz and the edge rusher are coming off. So he's got to step to the right. I kind of wish that it'd be interesting to see if he had stopped at this point and reset and stepped up, because he has the ability to do that. If he'd have been able to hit this man on the crosser, as you watch it from the end zone, this crosser, this guy here is going to fall off, and he's kind of coming over. Not sure if he would have been able to fit that in there. It would have been a tight throw, 25 yards downfield, but over the middle of the field. He might have been able to make it, but it's going to be late into the middle of the field. So throws it away. Good thing is you're not turning the ball over deep in your own end zone like he did earlier. But at this point, he's got pressure. He knows he's got a step. But if he could have just stepped up and slid to about right here, about the 5, behind that tackle, he might have been able to get the ball over this linebacker to this receiver running the dig. It all kind of happens really quick, and he throws it away. So next possession. I'm going to fast forward through here. They're going to open up with a few running plays. They're kind of getting back to the run. They kind of got away from a little bit there. Run on first down. I think we're going to see a run here on second down. Yep. Almost gets to the first down, so it's going to be 3rd and 2. And they're going to run the ball again and get a first down right up the middle. Nice little trap run right up the middle of the field. Watch this one from the end zone. You can see the trap action. You're going to get a block down, blocked in. They're going to pull over and trap. Boom, trap, boom. Really nice. But we're not taking a look at that. We're actually watching Mac Jones. So let's get to the next play, Jeff. Here, we got a 1st and 10. They're going to go play action. And he's looking right side. They're going to go back shoulder. Boom. The action looks right. It's covered. He throws the back shoulder. Just stop. It's like a back shoulder stop route. Really nice play. They get the first down. Nice ball. Nice play on both ends. Play action. He's going to go deep down the left side. Nothing's there. They throw a flag for pass interference. They pick it up because the ball's out of bounds. It's uncatchable. Isn't really anything else open. The underneath routes covered. They ran this route earlier in the game. If you remember, they ran this play earlier. Was in the first series of the game, I think it was, and he threw the little swing screen down to the bottom, and it was stopped for a big gain because that safety did such a good job of coming up. So they come back to it here. This time he pumps. They have him pumping, and this guy, the corner's got really good coverage on Smith on the sideline. So ball's not there. He throws it up and out of bounds. Sets up 2nd and 10. Little screen out here to the left. They just do a really good job of covering that and holding it. Good blocking out there. They get a hold right there on number 17. Gets called. Actually, they don't get the holding call. They get the hit out of bounds. Gives them the first down. So it sets them up down at the 22. They're down in red zone, almost in the red zone. Little play action. They're going to do a throwback screen. This time they finally get it all blocked up really good, and there's nobody out there, and Harris is able to get up and get inside the 10. So, does a good job of following through with the play action and really selling it, and then be able to get the ball up and over the rushing defender. Nice play. Gets them 1st and goal at the 9. Run the ball here for a gain of 1. Good tackle off the edge. Sets them up with second and goal from the 8. And gets to the top, and this one's just really well covered. There's nothing open. Nobody's open. Jones takes off. He gets what he can. The linebacker starts to come, and he slides down. So again, he took that big hit early, and after that, he's pretty smart. He'd realize he doesn't want to get hit like that anymore. Does a good job of getting what he can, and then getting down before the defender can hit him. Sets up third and goal at the 5. They throw this little corner route in the end zone, and they get a holding call on the defense. Right there, you can see him holding Smith the whole way. They get the call, so it's going to be 1st and goal from the 3. They shut it down for a loss of 1. Second and 4. I'm gonna put this one in slow motion. What you're gonna see is he's got his man open. He's going to 19, run this little out, like almost like a Texas route. He's got him open. He gets held, so it's incompletion. He's going to the right spot. You see 19 motion across to this side. He's going to run towards the corner, cut, and go inside. You're going to see him get grabbed by number 9 right here. Again, this is a really good play by Jones. He knows where the ball's got to go. It's just his guy gets held. So that sets up 1st and goal from the 2. (31-30) ball game. Nearing the end of the quarter, they're going to run second half of the second part of the third quarter. Excuse me. They're going to run play action. They're going to run a flat, and he's got a guy in his face and tries to get it out there quick to Harris, and it's just a terrible throw. Again, if he's got pressure on him, a couple of things here, with between the pressure and he's open. He's just got to get the ball over here. Instead, with the pressure, forces him to throw it behind him, and it bounces the ball off of Harris's back. Guy picks it off and takes it. So this is another bad play on Jones's part. He had the pick 6 earlier. You get another one here. These are backbreaker type of plays. You just got to get that ball out in front of him. You either got to get that ball out in front of him or just to eat it and hold on to it and play the next down. It's only 1st down. There's no reason to really force it. The guy's wide open. I can see why he's trying to get it out there, but if you're going to do it, you got to get that out to the sideline. Instead, he hits him in the back and it gives him a touchdown. Watch it again. Just bounces off him, and 35 gets lucky. He's got him beat by a mile if he just gets the ball in front of him. So bad play by Jones. And let's see how they respond. Come out with a little flip forward. It's a pat. They call it it's a pass, but it's really just a jet sweep. Again, there's the 49ers. Deebo Samuel would be the guy running that ball most likely. Maybe Brandon Ayuk, but usually it's going to be Deebo Samuel that does those plays. Play action. Again, back shoulder stop. So, terrible throw for an interception, and he's responding with this is the second play of the next drive. Puts the ball right on his guy. So it's really good response to the mistake. This time he's got a curl out to the left, hits forward in the hands, and he drops it. So incomplete there. This is a really nice play. You're reading the middle of the field and you got two guys. Let's watch it from the end zone first. I'm going to slow it down so I can talk through it. Which you get Waddle running across the field. He's going to take two guys with him. And as soon as Jones sees that, he knows he has to dig behind him. It's wide open. He drills it in for a first down. But you got to read. It's again, this is a 49er concept where they get a guy running through a zone to open it up with and then cutting route behind it. So really nice job by Jones to hit the right receiver to make the read, get the ball out quick. It's a nice design by Sarkisian as well. And I know we're focusing on Mac Jones, but that's a play I could see Kellen Mond making as well, just to kind of go there. So now we're looking at 1st and 10, ball's on the 12. He's going to throw this one to Quick on an out to Waddle. Perfect ball placement. There's no way that DB is going to get there. Let's watch it again as we watch it this time. Just watch. I'll pause it. Look where the receiver is as Jones is throwing the ball. The receiver's on the 5. By the time this ball gets caught, it's going to be outside the numbers, inside the at the goal line. It's just you can't teach this. Of course, he's got a nice pocket, but part of the reason he has such a good pocket is look how quickly the ball's coming out. The ball just comes out so fast. It hits him. That the receiver, when he throws the ball, is almost at the hash mark. By the time the ball gets there, it's 5 yards downfield from where the receiver was, and it's almost on the sideline. He doesn't have a gun of an arm. He's not going to really zing that ball. That's a long throw from the right hash all the way across. It's never going to be that long in the NFL because the hashes are more in the middle of the field. But it's a good ball, great timing. Everything about that play is really nice. So he throws again, second time he's thrown an interception. He's responded by getting the points right back for his offense, or for his defense, I should say. But those are the plays that really at the end of this game kill him. And you see what the outcome is. You can blame it. So they get a run here. They're going to go deep left here. Down the left side of the field. Everything's pretty well covered underneath. Takes a shot down the field. It's covered up. Not a great ball, but it's out there in front of him and over his shoulder. The receiver really doesn't have enough room for that kind of throw because of where he's lined up. If he's running down the number, that's great to be able to lead into the outside shoulder. But where that receiver is running out here outside the numbers already, there's really no room to get him the ball. So we got 3rd and 9. Again, really well covered by Auburn. There's just nobody open. tries to take the shot down the field to get it over the top of him. Figures worst case scenario is his receiver is going to make a great play for him. Otherwise, it's going to be an incompletion. With nobody open like that, that's about the best you can do. So it's what's the situation now again? It went a little fast on me. So now Bama's down by 2 right here at the end of the third, 40-38. Play action. Great job of stepping up and hitting the crosser. We've seen this a couple of times now in this game where he's gotten pressure and done a good job of stepping up. One time he stepped up and around for a first down. He stepped up on another one. Didn't really get away, only gained a yard. This time we get the play action. He's going to step up, keeps his eyes downfield, and he's delivers a strike to his receiver on the move for a first down. Run the ball here on the next play, so I'll fast forward through the run. Nice gain by Harris. Gets him just short of the 50. It's almost 2nd and 5 to start the fourth quarter, down 2. I'm going to try a little flea flicker here. And Jones just leads him too far to the outside. When you watch this one again, as we watch this one from the end zone, watch the receiver. He gets a little bit of a bump right here, and he almost breaks his stride, which is, I think, part of it. You see him kind of slow up, not seeing, and he kind of like loses himself. So the receiver stops running a little bit. The ball's thrown. He's throwing the ball away from the defender. He's expecting the guy to be able to run over there and get it. I don't think the receiver picked it up right away. And it's an incompletion. So 3rd and 5, they're going to get a false start again. The center just doesn't snap the ball. Everybody else is going but the center. Everybody's like, hey, dude, why did you snap the ball? So now it's 3rd and 10. With this motion and 9 following him in with this look, he knows he's going to have man coverage. And he's going to get this ball on the slant to Smith for a first down. But he's getting this ball to his hands before Smith even hits his break. Watch it again. He's already in a destroy motion, and Smith hasn't even broke on the ball yet. When you watch this one from the end zone view, he knows it's man coverage, so he knows where he's going with the ball pretty quick. He still gives you a token look down the middle before turning his head, and he puts it out in front of him. There's no way the DB is going to make that play. It's a really nice throw because you get that ball out there. The DB is going to have to go through your man's back, and he's not going to get there. Really good job by the quarterback of putting the ball in the right place. I understand that Smith's a really good receiver, one of the better ones in college. That's part of why he won the Heisman Trophy the following year. But again, it's not like the 49ers have slouches out there either. So, you'd expect to see Debo or Ayuk be able to make that play and put himself in that position. So route to the left. Sets up for a first, get enough there for the first down. Nice blocking. There's nobody there. He does a really good job of getting upfield. Getting out of the 28. So 1st and 10 from the 28, down 2. Man in his face. He underthrows a little bit. Waddle does a great job of getting up and making the catch. But again, I understand he's playing at Alabama. He's not going to have pressure, right? He doesn't have to ever deal with people in his face. Yeah, right. Give me a break. Puts the ball up, still underthrown. Great catch. Great catch. You'd like to see that ball. That ball's not a perfect throw. It's definitely underthrown, but he's thrown to the right place under pressure. Would have liked to have seen him be able to get the ball out there just a little bit more. He still hits him in the middle of the end zone. So touchdown, they're up 4. They're going to go for 2. Again, they don't get the snap off. can see the guard's not very happy with the center. Everybody's moving except for Dickerson. He's just not snapping the ball, and the guard's letting him know about it. Come on, fool, snap the ball. So anyway, they end up having to kick the field goal. So now it's 48-45, down by 3. As you watch this one, you have the 2 pick sixes definitely hurt. Alabama's defense isn't really stopping them. Auburn either. Auburn's moving the ball, obviously. That's why they're up again. They've given up 34 points of their own in this ball game. Another false start. Another Shanahan concept where you get the guy running through the zone, opening up the middle of the field for the dig behind it. Let's watch it again. What you're gonna see, the inside guy is going to run straight up the field. He's going to take everything with him. And then you're going to get this dig coming up down underneath. This is a Kyle Shanahan offense right here. You see the ball coming out early, hits him in stride, and the receiver's able to make a play after the ball. Bang, hits his back foot, looks down the middle of the field, sees the dig, hits it. Then run the ball a couple of times. A gain of 9 here. We're going to run the ball again on the next play for a loss of 3. So now they're stuck with 3rd and 4. Another false start. Now it's a tackle that's ticked off with the center for not snapping the ball because everybody over here is moving. Center still holding on to the ball. So now I got 3rd and 9. Covered, looks, tries to escape. He's tackled. Gains 2 yards, so it's going to set up 4th and 4. We go back. Let's watch this one from the all 22. Slow it down just so we can look at it, but there's nobody open. There's nobody free. You got the middle guy running across. You might be able to say he's open, but by this point, the quarterback's starting to look for a place to move. Would have liked to have seen him just continue out to his right instead of trying to cut back around that guy. If he just kind of continues out here, he might be able to gain a couple more yards. Anyway, it's going to set up a 4th down and 7. He was looking over here, didn't see it. Never saw this guy coming across because he was looking over here. He steps up. If he just keeps taking it out, he's going to gain a couple more yards, but he doesn't. So they're stuck with 4th and 7 here. Time's running out on them. I'm going to keep it right here. It's going to be another pass play one since given the situation. We got a timeout. Draws back. It's all covered. Quarterback steps up. And this time he uses his legs and just keeps on going. Again, sneaky athleticism. This isn't what he wants to do, but he'll be able to go out and do it if he needs to. And he's running. These guys aren't catching him behind him. He's running away from him. It's just the guys downfield are able to close on him quicker, but the big guys behind him aren't going to catch him. So he's got enough athleticism. None of these guys are going to get there. This guy's not going to get. He gets blocked a little bit. The safety coming up is finally there to get him and push him out of bounds. He's smart now. Instead of trying to be a tough guy and take the guy on like he did in the first quarter, he realized he doesn't want to get hit like that again, and slides down to the 18. So a little bit of athleticism there from Jones. And they're going to run the ball here. Remember, it's only a 3-point ball game, so they're trying to do 2 things at once. They're trying to run some clock. They're expecting that they're going to get in the end zone for a touchdown. So they don't want to give Auburn that much time left because their defense isn't playing all that well. So run the ball to the right, run the ball back to the left. Sets up 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, they're going to run a sneak. First and goal from the 9, they run the ball up the middle. Lose a yard. So now you got 2nd and 15, or 2nd and 10, excuse me, after the run. And you get a false start, late snap. Just a touch. It actually looks like the left tackle just moves early. So you look at 2nd and 15. It's all covered down the field. He tries to scramble. He gets up the field. He gains 5. It's all covered down the field, though. There's nothing open. Much tighter, in the red zone. You don't get all those as much area, and they're well covered. And he's only able to get to the 10. So it's 3rd and goal from the 10. He's looking left. This guy's not going to get there. He looks to the middle. He's well covered. Decides he's going to check it down to his running back. It's probably a good thing that the ball gets batted here, gets batted up in the air, right back to him, and he gets tackled after a short gain. It's actually a loss of a couple, but everything's covered down the field. Even the check down isn't really where they're lucky that he's lucky that this ball gets batted at the line of scrimmage. I think if this ball gets past, this number 9 has a chance to make an interception. Actually, I think it's going to be 20. Yeah, he probably would have been a pick. Even he knows it. They get a break, and so it sets up fourth down. They missed the field goal. Alabama ends up losing the game 48-45 because of the missed field goal. They never get the ball back. But again, in this game, this is a little bit different than what you see when you watch Mac Jones play in 2020. He's got a lot more guys around him. Like I said, this is only his 3rd start of his college career. He's doing it on the road in a hostile environment against an Auburn team. Alabama and Auburn, one of the biggest rivalries in all of college football in the Iron Bowl. So a huge situation. He plays pretty good for the most part. There's a lot of good things I like about the game with his ability to move, his ability to make throws under pressure, his ability to beat pressure with his anticipation. Those are all really good parts of this game. Just wish that if the bad parts are the interceptions, those 2 pick sixes kill them. That's something that we saw with the 49ers this year as well. So, not a perfect performance, but definitely one that kind of hopefully gets you to see when you watch the films that we've done, that Grant and I have done on Jones in 2020. It kind of gives you a little bit better understanding, hopefully, of where he's grown into. And I think that this was actually the game that made me want to look even deeper into him. I watched a couple of games, and this one, once I watched this game and I saw the pressure that he was under and the way that he was dealing with that and able to still execute the offense, that's really, this was the game that really got me more and more excited with Mac Jones as a prospect, especially as you watch him throughout 2020. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you please take time, if you like what you see, subscribe to my channel, that'd be great. And definitely be back with more. And today I'll be back on at 3 o'clock with Grant doing a breakdown of Rashawn Slater. So everybody have a great day and be back soon.